Frank is calling from Ronkonkoma. Frank, you're on the fan. Thanks for the call.
Steve, thanks for taking my call, buddy. I know you guys are talking football now, but they said I could jump in and just talk about the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, the last couple of years, it's irked me, and I could see a lot of people on social media as well, that these voters are just not. That you have these one or two voters that are just not voting for these surefire Hall of Famers, and it's really a slap in the face to these guys. And I was talking to a couple of buddies of mine the last couple of days, and even on social media, people think I'm onto something with this. What if there was a bar set by the Hall of Fame, and I can explain to you how this works if we have time. What if there was a bar set that when eligible guys are eligible for the Hall of Fame, if they were to meet a certain criteria of numbers, they were automatically in, and everybody below them were the ones that got voted on? What would you think of something like that?
Well, I'd say whatever system you want to employ, whatever you want to do with numbers, there will still be arguments and debates. Because it is, when all is said and done, you can do with what you're talking about, you can do with what has been, where everybody talks about the formula that it takes to get into the Hall of Fame, what with numbers. And we all know you can do anything with numbers, and we all know that any of these voting with the Hall of Fame, with the football, baseball, you name it, is so subjective. It turns out to be subjective. And there is no set formula. I mean, there's set rules and regulations. We all know from that. But it becomes political. It becomes with bias. It becomes with prejudice. It becomes with grudges. It becomes, just so subjective. And there was somebody who didn't vote for Jeter, and this is only the latest example. I mean, Babe Ruth that didn't get unanimous. What is it? And DiMaggio took 4 years before getting into the Hall of Fame and never got 90%. Sandy Koufax never got 90%. Willie Mays not a first ballot. I mean, you can't make it up, but then again, some do. And there is so much subjectivity involved, it just ruins it. But you know what? Maybe baseball likes it because it means on sports talk radio in New York City and everywhere else, there's conversation and talk and complaints about the system. Maybe they want to keep it that way. It's like NFL officiating. I think the NFL, in a very macabre and sordid way, loves the fact that during the week we're talking about the officiating and watching them every single Sunday and Monday and Thursday night. It doesn't take us away from watching football, that's for sure. The bad officiating. Thank you for listening and calling. Here comes Sal on the Fan, New York City.
Sports Radio 101.9 FM and Sports Radio 66. The Fan, WFAN.